Hi guys, Jay Smith here, down at Bury Golf Range in Suffolk, and today I have my good friend and student Andy Dack. Hello Andy.
Hi. Hello.
Andy's a 17 handicapper now?
Yeah, currently 17.
Yeah. With the plan of getting down to single figures by the end of the year. So that's a tough task, but possible.
Hope so.
Lots of practice, a few lessons, bits and pieces. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do some club testing. Now, there's a lot of testing reviews out there that people which hit the middle every single time, or within reason every single time, put out there, which is great, but there's a lot of call nowadays for handicap golfers to hit review clubs, because it's, at the end of the day, it's the handicap golfers which generally buy these clubs. And so what I'm going to do, we're going to do first of all the Mizuno range. We have in our hands here the JPX 900 Hot Metal, or Chromoly. I have a review of this on my channel. If you want to have a look at that one, scroll down the list of videos on my channel. It's down there somewhere. That's one of the very first videos I think I'd done, if I remember. But right, few little bits of technical bit about that. The 900 Hot Metal is nicknamed Chromoly because it's a mixture of chromium and molybdenum or something like that, to make the first sort of cast head bendable from Mizuno. You can see that, but it's got a slight little cut-out line at the back which assists in bending. Right, I'm going to give that to you, Andy, and then you can describe to me what you think about the head. What does it look like?
Sure. Well, my current clubs are the Mizuno MPH5, so based on those compared to this, it's a little bit wider on the sole. Perhaps the top line as well, a little bit wider. Yeah,
because the H5s, I think we've got your clubs over here, haven't we? Yeah. So if we go get anything, go grab the 7 line, doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, so the MPH5, they always were sort of a fairly, for an MP iron, they were quite sort of, not say chunky on the sole, but they were quite wide for an MP iron. But
it just looks slightly wider, I must admit. But I mean, it's an attractive looking club. It's not a problem at all. But just based on what I normally use, then it does look slightly wider.
Yeah, do you like the satin look?
I don't mind that at all. I mean, I guess how long would that last once you start using these? It looks like the sort of thing might wear away, but I mean, you know, as you're looking at it in the pro shop, it's an attractive looking club.
Well, that's an interesting point, I must say, because there has been some talk on the Mizuno forums I've been reading up and witnessing, that there has been some models of the JPX, I think more affected the forged one, and we'll get to that one after this video, the finishes start to crack. Now, obviously, I don't want to say anything from the point of view of Mizuno's quality. Generally, throughout passage of time, Mizuno's have been second to none when it comes to the quality of the irons. But it's been an interesting point you do make there, that the difference in finish, even though there's not quite, there is a bit more chrome on this one than the rest, but yeah, it's a good point. You never know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I would guess that the satin finish would be the one to go rather than the actual polished chrome finish. That would be the the sort of base finish, I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, other manufacturers have done the same thing with different, like the Callaway CF16s. They're a matte finish, a satin finish. It's only really Mizuno when it comes to their MP line that have always gone the idea of chrome. But there's some bits and pieces of chrome on there, and it was designed, the 900 Top Metal was designed to change over from the 850 cast from last year. So what we're going to do, we've got GC2 on, we've got the simulator as well. So what we're going to do, these are range balls, remember, so they're not going to quite fly as far. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some messing about on here, just hitting at a green. We've got the green set 168 yards away. And then what we'll do after we've hit some balls, get some feedback from Andy as a handicap golfer. We're going to go and hit some balls on GC2 with my Game Ball Vice Pro, get some real ball data so we can see what happens when we get a handicapper hitting the club with a real ball. So go on then, Andy, hit some.
Okay.
Let's go with this green. We've got the, where's the pin? Let's have a look at the pin on there. Oh, that's, it's just over the bunker.
Okay.
So don't feel stressed whatsoever. You've only got to carry the bunker and go straight onto the pin.
Let's see how we get on.
Yeah, this club is designed to get a little bit of height anyway. They do tend to go up quite high.
Push that a little bit.
It's good shot though. Just pushed off to the right, but that's what we would expect. Is it going to be? Is it going to carry? Oh no, just into the bunker.
All right, let's try again.
Wasn't bad though.
No, I struck it okay. That
Struck okay. It was just a little bit leaky.
Yeah.
That might be in a
That's
slight
okay.
overcompensation,
Yeah,
going a bit left,
just pulled that a
but
bit.
it is the safe side of the green. So this is where it's most important when sort of playing golf. We know that pin is probably one of the hardest pins to hit because it's right over the bunker. But you've done the right thing there. When you've got error when it comes to playing golf, the best thing to do is always error on the side where it gives you the best chance to get up and down. Now, the chances are about the 2 shots, I didn't quite see what the distances were. About the 2 shots, there weren't that much difference in deviation from the target, from the pin. But if you look at Andy's second shot, where he pulled it slightly, where the first one just leaked off to the right into the bunker, and you've got a lot more chance of getting the second one with 2 putts than you have with up and down out of a bunker.
Well, certainly the second shot felt really solid. Okay, it's a slight pull, but it felt good. You know, it felt like it came out of the middle. So if I get this one right, it should be right on the money.
All right, we've got the club to get to the pin. Let's see if we can get the strike. Or another safe little lefty.
Yeah, it was a nice strike again. That felt
That
good.
was a nice strike, actually. You actually might run out of green. Literally just gone outside. That's not bad. It's literally just on the first cut of rough, really. So you give yourself a good chance of getting up and down.
Shall I have one more?
You want to hit that green.
I do.
You
I
really
think-
want to go to the pin.
I think
Okay.
I can do it.
All right, we'll go one more, and then we'll go hit some real balls on GC2 and see how you deliver with real ones. It's an interesting strike, that, because that's straight down it.
That didn't feel too bad at
There's
all.
fraction left, but I tell you.
Okay, I'll take that one.
Right, see, this is the interesting thing now, where we've got the JPX 900 hot metal. Now, that strike wasn't perfect, was it?
Well, I felt that
Because
was
it
okay.
sounded
Yeah,
different to the rest that
Well,
you've
to be honest, it had a subtle draw on it, so
It
I
did?
struck it okay. I'm not sure where it came out of the club, but I'll be happy with it on the course any time.
Very functional all day long when you hit the, I don't know how far that was, but that was quite close. That was a good shot. Right, we're going to go hit some balls on GC2 with my Game & Ball Vice Pro, and then see what happens when we get the handicapper hitting some real balls and see what the deviation in shots are like. Right guys, some numbers time for the JPX 900 hot metal. First we'll go to Andy. Andy, what do you think when you were hitting those with real balls on GC2? How do you feel that club performed?
The hot metal, that's definitely the easiest club to hit. It was easy, yeah, and felt fairly consistent as well.
Well, that goes what you were doing on the numbers. I mean, we've got all the data in here. I've got one shot at the moment, shot 2, which is blanked out because it's fair to say you hit that slightly fat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's dropped the distance down, etc. But if you look at all the ones that you hit sort of fairly okay, they were actually quite consistent. So you look at ball speed first of all. The average ball speed's 112. Now, obviously, that dropped to 100 when you hit that fat one.
Yeah.
But you're going to get that one from time to time. Launch angles at 14.6. So, see, these launch angles nowadays, years ago, you used to have balls which launched up quite nice and high. Well, with de-lofting and manufacturers, how they're doing nowadays, they're going from sort of a situation where you used to have 32 degree 6 irons, now they're down to 27 and even less. You go down the TaylorMade M2 route and yeah,
Sure.
very strong. But generally the numbers, when it looks on here, they're actually pretty good. Now you had the little lefts going, which is a normal shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I struggle a little bit in your simulation room.
Yeah.
It's a different environment from being out on the range. It's
Yeah,
odd.
so that's what I think. When it comes to a range like we are at the moment, obviously we've got range balls. If we start using real balls, they are going to go one place over that little wee fence in the back, and we'll never see them again. So we have to do the testing, the dry testing as such, with real balls in a closed environment. But looking at all the numbers here, actually, from what you were saying there, you believe that's the most forgiving. I would agree 100%. Apart from that one little fat one, they went 169,
Yeah.
162, 162, 165, 160. Now that's
good.
quite consistent.
Yeah.
Considering, as I say, you're a 17 handicap, they are pretty good numbers. The reason I would say you're probably 17 is because you do have that odd one You
Yeah.
catch a bit fat there,
That's
which then
that's
drops
fair.
and that's another shot that you've got to play to get on the green. But really, the spin numbers are a bit low. That's the only thing I would say, but that's part to do with speed and also how you hit the ball. So
okay.
we would look at, if we were doing a fit, we're trying to get them spin numbers up a fraction. But to be fair, as a club, it performed pretty well for you, and you like the feeling of it?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I could be confident with a club like that, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I felt consistent each time I hit it.
Good. No worries then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, what we're going to do, we're going to do the JPX 900 Forge next. So have a look on the old channel, have a look at that one, and then we'll see what numbers this one produces. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like button below. Also, comment below if you like this style of review. Obviously, just watching me hit balls bang 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 all day, well, it's great for me, but necessarily it doesn't give you the average handicap golfer the idea if this will suit your game or not. If you like the idea of having Andy here as our guinea pig tester, so comment below and click the little button back there. It'll be there. Now we'll have it there. That's where it will be today. Click the little button, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my other social media. On Periscope, search Ask Golf Nut, and on Twitter, search @AskGolfNut. Thanks for watching.